This is the 3pm Takeover, Radio Northern Beach's only drive-home show.
Keep it right here for a whole hour of fresh hits and entertainment for your Wednesday afternoon.
Here we go.
This is Truly Madly Deeply by Savage Garden for our Love Song Special.
Welcome to the special 3pm Takeover Love edition. You have to say it like that. You have to say love.
It's like Richard Mercer. Love song dedication.
Exactly, but for copyright reasons, it is not love song dedications.
It is not. It's
just love.
Love takes over.
You can't copyright love.
But anyway, welcome to the show. It's our first show back. We've been away for a month, which feels so weird.
Yeah.
Feeling kind of rusty.
Yeah, so excuse us if we trip over ourselves a few times and just
We have
forgive
been
us
gone
in
a
general.
Love us. It's Love Song Week. So it's kind of coming up to Valentine's Day. So we thought we would do a love song special because love is fun. And I admit this came from me. I have a secret thing about love songs. I can't get enough of them. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I just get really into them.
I didn't realize you were this into like love song music.
Not because I like the fact that it's about love. I just find them all very like powerful and sing-alongish. So like if I'm in the car and I'm driving by myself, that's the kind of music that's going to keep me awake.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you know those songs that everyone knows the words to, but so you can just kind of like sing really like strongly and you're like, woo. But the songs that we've picked today are kind of like, we haven't gone with like anything that's too over the top. Just you're kind of in the middle stuff.
I think they're over the top.
There's
but
no wind
you
beneath
don't.
your wings. There's no I will
True.
always love you. It'll be fine.
We don't go too deep, but we go deep enough for me to roll my eyes slightly.
So you don't really like love music, do you?
No, and it's not like me being like a cynical single person. I've never loved love songs. There's a few that like stand out that I'm like, oh, I really like that song. But like if I hear a love song, I'm not like, oh, it's so romantic. I'm like, okay, we get it. You love the person. Yes. They're like
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah. They're always like we're saying before, they're all like really long songs. Like, yes, we get it. Okay, get to the point. Yep. Sing the high note. I feel it, brother, but we get it. Like,
it's weird when you just hear like a random song on the radio, but do you like them in context? Like if it's a really dramatic bit of a movie when people are like finally getting together or like a stage show or something. And then do you love the love song then?
Yeah, but I love it.
Yes.
I love it for the characters and for the story, not for the song, I guess.
No, you love it for their love. Love, love, love.
Oh gosh. I'm happy being cynically cold-hearted about love songs.
Oh.
But like I've never had like a song with someone. Like, you know, people like couples have songs. I've never had that.
Oh.
Maybe
yeah, that's
maybe I'd
weird.
like love songs more if I did, but no.
I feel like when you do that, when you have like a song with someone, it's not necessarily a love song.
True.
Like I've never heard a couple be like, oh yeah.
Wind beneath our wings. That is our song.
The wind beneath my wings is our song. Like that's the
True.
thing. I think you just pick, like whatever song, and I guess in some way it kind of becomes romantic for you, unless your song is like a Pitbull song or something. I don't know.
Excuse me, international love is like so romantic. It hasn't happened for me yet. I'm sure it's coming around the corner for me, but
Well, we'll find out because later on the show today, we are actually going to do love horoscopes.
ooh,
Which
that's
is so exciting. And actually, they're not based off our star sign because, like you would know if you've been listening to the show for a couple of months now, Victoria and I actually have the same star sign. So we didn't want to do it based off star sign because we'd have the same horoscope, which would be sort of boring. So we've done it off something even more intrinsic, which is our Chinese zodiac sign because it's Chinese New Year next week.
oh, it is.
So
I always forget that
it's very timely.
it's a bit later. That sounds really stupid, but
that it doesn't line up with our New Year.
I swear every time Chinese New Year rolls around, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Chinese New Year. Like, oh,
I'm like,
okay,
what do you
cool.
mean New Year? We already had that one.
Guys are a month late to the party. That's cool. I like that's very topical. Yeah, it'd be very convenient, hopefully for me.
Hopefully you find your hero.
Oh no. See, this is another song where I'm like, we get it. You love them. Enjoy. I won't, but enjoy Hero by Enrique Iglesias.
Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover. Radio Northern Beaches 88.7 and 90.3. You're listening to our love song special.
Lucky you.
That song is hilarious. I've never been able to take that song seriously.
It's so over the top. All those love songs like Hero by Enrique Iglesias are just so like, what you need is violins in the background, a Spanish guitar solo, and a really whiny
ballad
male
type thing.
ballad.
And some sort of line about taking someone's pain away, which I don't get because they're supposed to be in love. So why are they in pain?
Because they love them so much they don't want the other person to be in pain, so they'll take it for them.
Oh, yeah, like
I may not
those
like love
where
songs,
it's
but at least I get them.
Those songs where it's like, I love you so much that it hurts. And then the next line is like, but I'll take it away. And it's so weird.
Make up your mind.
Oh, that song is hilarious. I think I find it more funny because it's sung by Enrique Iglesias and all his other songs are like really hard, like rock club music. That I find it extra funny because he sings it.
And it's like, I could be your hero.
If it was anyone else singing, I wouldn't find it nearly as funny. It's because it's him.
Have you seen the video clip where he's like walking like a dusty road? He like drops to his knees, like the really intense part. It's like so over the top.
Actually, I think I have seen that.
And you're like, oh, Enrique, get off the ground. Like, it's so much.
It's so funny.
So over the top. We're going to talk a little about things we wish we could do. Singing a sloppy love ballad is not one of mine. Are there any things that you wish, I guess like if you did lots of activities as a kid, there was never enough time to do that one thing you kind of always wanted to do.
You really secretly wanted to do. Yeah, if I had to think about something that I wish that I could do, and love songs kind of remind me because they include this, I wish I could play piano like really well. I can play like okay. I have some piano skills, but I wish that I could just sit down and like zoom into some like really intense like Beethoven symphony. Like, you know, those people that are so good that they like flop all over the piano and like flail around because they're that good. I want to be that good.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could.
There's something about the piano. I love the sound. What about you? What do you wish you could do?
I always wish I learnt like a martial art from a young age.
Oh, that's cool.
So that I could like know really good, like I know like basic self-defense because like I'm a girl and like I think it's really important that everyone knows basic self-defense. But like I wish I could just like do cool like kicks and flips and be really strong in that sense. Like I wish I'd done it. Like there's
that's cool.
So I work in after school care and there's a couple of kids who do, I think they do karate and they can do like lots of kicks and because they're like that age they're really flexible. And I'm like, that's so cool that they're starting that so young. When they get like to be my age, they're gonna be like pros. They can like kick people's butts. It's gonna be awesome.
I went through a phase when I was a child where I wanted to do karate. My mum told me she didn't want me to be violent because all the kids we knew that did karate, they could never get out of that mindset. You'd see them in the supermarket and they'd be like, ha, yeah, and be like kicking at people that had like anything with them. Like kids that did karate, like were doing karate 24/7. Like there was no switch off. My mum was like, you will not be one of those kids that like jumps out from behind shelves at strangers in supermarkets and like challenges them to battles.
But that's the thing, like
I did kung fu though.
Oh, you're so
At
cool.
school I did kung fu for a term.
In high school I did a term of Thai kickboxing. I actually really liked that and I'm considering like taking it up again.
Amazing.
And maybe that can be like my February New Year's resolution. My Chinese New Year's resolution.
Another thing I wish I could do is spend more time listening to Aerosmith. And I love this song too. Maybe. Sort of. We'll be right back after this and we're going to be talking about our love horoscopes. So stay tuned here on Radio Northern Beaches for the 3pm Takeover Love Special.
Hope you enjoyed a bit of Aerosmith with the most intense love song ever known to man.
I actually think that song might be the most intense song ever. We just had the most hilarious time singing along to that.
Oh, we were power ballading it out. It was amazing.
What a great song. I'm yet to meet someone that does not know all the words to that song.
Yeah, I think we were saying that before, that even though you may not like love songs, you still know all the words.
You still know all the words to every love song.
You don't get a choice
with love songs.
They're like ingrained in your memory. Oh my gosh.
I need to recover from that song for a bit. That's really intense for a Wednesday afternoon.
If you're listening at work, in office work, I hope you like saying that out loud to your cubicle buddy. Like
your cubicle buddy. Or maybe you're in your own office and so you did blast it really loudly. And
I hope either option happened so much.
This kind of music is like strictly like after 10 p.m. music, but not today. But I promise it gets less dramatic from here.
Oh, maybe our next song pulls the heartstrings.
But not in like a...
Then we pick it up and
not in an Aerosmith type way. So we'll
Nothing pulls the heartstrings like Aerosmith.
So since we're talking about love today, I thought that we would do our love horoscopes. So Victoria, you're the year of the monkey.
No, I'm not.
Aren't you?
We had this discussion
a
couple of weeks ago. You're like, you're the monkey, aren't you?
No, you know what? I was confused.
I rebutted with, aren't you the year of the horse? And you're like, no.
No, you know what it is? This year is the year of the monkey. That's what I was thinking of. So in relation to this year.
What kind of monkey?
What breed? I don't know.
Well, be better.
It is you're the year of the rooster.
I am indeed.
And this year, this is the year of the monkey. And we're going to find out all about roosters and their love chances for 2016. So are you ready?
Please. Who I need to find someone to dramatically sing Aerosmith with
You
like,
do. You
in a
need to
real
find
love
your
way.
hero. Like Enrique.
I think Enrique is like taken. Oh well.
Truly, madly, deeply find your hero so you don't miss a thing.
Oh, well done.
They're almost here. Our next song is called Almost Here. So that's actually really funny.
Just so you weren't like, Hope and Victoria find really strange things funny.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, lay it on me.
Or maybe they won't be here for 1,000 years.
Just give me the horoscope. Stop making bad puns.
So, this predicts that for the rooster, singles will make new friendships in the last quarter of the year.
Oh, I've got to wait that long to make new friends.
Pretty much. But with this friendship, you should be prepared to do something new and different as you will be courting this particular person.
Courting.
I love the word
Don't you
court.
love the word courting?
So you're going to have to wait like almost a year.
That's all right. I got stuff to do. That's all good.
You're busy.
I'm okay.
Oh, but look at this. You will be looking at your relationships most seriously between February and June.
Oh.
If you are dating someone, do not be in a hurry to question your partner on your doubts as they may repent later. Your misunderstandings will be cleared in the month of September and harmony and friendship will prevail in the relationship. Communications with your partner or with a possible partner will be pleasant and you will express your feelings freely in the second half of the year.
So I have to bottle everything up until
For the first
June.
half of the year. You will use your intelligence to think and say correct things without hurting your spouse or lover.
Oh, lover. I don't like that word.
Lover. I don't like the word spouse. I find spouse. Spouse. It's a really old word. The rooster Chinese astrology sign will be able to gauge the inner feelings of their partner. There will be good understanding with your love mate. Your emotional Your emotional stability will be better than in the previous year. Well, that's good. Emotional stability is good.
That's good.
And
I'm looking forward to some emotional stability for sure.
And you'll be able to solve your problems in a better fashion.
And you're the year of the... Woof, woof, woof.
I am the year of the dog.
Would you like me to read your horoscope?
I would like you to.
Oh,
There are
this
2
one-
pages to it. It's
This one
intense.
uses the word forecast, so you're like a weather.
Forecast will be cloudy with a chance of a new relationship.
The forecast suggests that you'll use your personal charm to attract your spouse without hurting their self-esteem or giving into their demands.
Oh, that's good. I don't like giving into people's demands.
Cloudy with a chance of self-respect. Says your patience will help you to a great extent in these efforts.
I'm not very patient, but maybe I will be.
Well, you have stuff from like the half year as well. Okay, so from July, your love life will be full of partying and social activities.
Oh,
Woo-woo.
that's exciting.
Which will make life exciting and romantic.
Ooh. I love things like that because you can get into a bit of a rut when you don't like have any exciting activities to go to. Even like if you have a partner, like if it's always just staying in or doing the same things, it can get boring. So that sounds exciting.
Love mate.
With my love mate.
With your spouse.
Stay tuned, love mate. We have lots of things coming up.
It says singles will meet their romantic partners in these social gatherings.
Oh, that's exciting.
On the whole, your compatibility with your partner will be harmonious and delightful.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm glad to hear it's not going to be like
And this is
chance of thunderstorms.
This is a bit of a weird sentence for the whole thing to end on. People planning for a pregnancy should do so in June.
Oh.
Which makes the partying in July a lot less fun if you're preggo and you can't drink.
That's correct. But you know what though? Things like that are good because I know that with Chinese astrology, the Chinese place a lot of importance on when the zodiac symbol predictions say that they should get pregnant.
Oh, really?
Like it's like a really big deal. Like they'll plan it especially so that it's exactly when the forecast said so because then it's good luck. Our next song, tell me more about it, Victoria. We both agreed that we love this,
Yeah.
but we haven't heard it for many years.
Yeah, so this is from an early album of Delta Goodrums. And
Her second album, it's from the Innocent Eyes album.
Or is it from Mistaken Identity?
No, yeah, it's from Mistaken Identity,
And it's
which came out in 2000.
2000 and forever ago.
2004.
Yeah.
Ages.
And it's when she was still engaged to Brian McFadden.
Yeah.
And they did this song together called Almost Here. And we agreed that this is actually like a real pull on the heartstrings
It
love
is.
song.
And I'm not sure it ever became that famous, but it's a beautiful song and we love it. And we thought this was a perfect week to include it.
Yeah, so get the tissues ready and enjoy a bit of Delta.
Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover Love Song Special on Radio Northern Beaches. We are going to move a little bit away from the love theme. On a whole new note, we talked a little bit earlier about things we wish that we could do. Like when I was saying I wish I could play the piano. So
And I wished I could do like martial arts.
yeah. So think about that in reverse. What are some of the things that you wish you hadn't given up? Like things that you've done in your life, whether it's a sport or an instrument or just any kind of activity or hobby that you don't do anymore but you wish you did?
Because I know for me, I did a lot of activities when I was a kid. Like I'm pretty sure for almost all of primary school, I had an after school activity every single day.
See, for me, I didn't have a lot of activities. I had the same activity, but it was on every single day.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I did lots of different stuff. Like,
Yeah, I was never home, same as you.
and there was some that I did like with my brother or because he did it. But then some it was just me that did it. So like my brother and I used to both do tennis and swimming, and we both had youth group at the end of the week. But then just me, I did ballet and gymnastics and trampolining and art class and horse riding. This
You
is
did
like,
trampolining?
oh yeah, man.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
It's a
How long
sport.
for? No, I know it's a sport. It's an awesome sport.
I did it for a couple of years, maybe 3 or 4 years.
That's
From like
so cool.
end of like the last 2 years of primary school and like the first year, 2 years of high school.
Where did you do that? That's amazing.
I did it with a primary school friend over at Ravenswood in their gym. They had
Oh, wow.
big old trampolines. And
I'd love to be able to say, like, I
entered,
went
like,
to
competitions and
trampolining
stuff.
classes. That's so cool. How did I not know this about you?
Yeah. I quit because it was one of those things, like all the things I quit was either I didn't like it anymore or I didn't have time, or it was like you got to the level where they're like, okay, and if you proceed after this, it becomes really serious.
Yeah.
And there was no like just do it for fun options. It was always like you have to be like a proper athlete if you really want to. That's the same with trampoline. It's like, and after this, it's like all like intense national competitions. And I was like, I just like jumping. Like,
So funnily enough, I remember everyone in my class at school going through a phase of trampolining in like year 9 or 10. Everyone suddenly took it up.
oh really?
And I really wanted to, but I didn't. That's really cool. I didn't do that many activities.
like
I
you said, you did a few, but like hardcore.
Yeah, I did a lot. I did not many activities, but the ones I did do were pretty hardcore. But something I did do for quite a few years was tennis, similar to you. And I did it from when I was 11 to when I was like nearly 17. I did it for quite a while.
Wow.
And I really liked tennis. That was like the one sport I did that I was more natural at. Like I got quite good quite quickly. Like it didn't take too long. And yeah, it was the same thing. I quit because like I'd done it with a friend and she gave up because she broke her arm and then kind of like never came back. And again, it was that thing like if you go any further, it becomes really serious. Like they were taking a group overseas, like a competition. They were asking me if I wanted to go and I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then plus I had like lots of commitments for other sports, but I did love tennis. And looking back, I wish I hadn't given that up. But at least tennis is one of those things you can pick up at any age.
True.
And then if I think about
So I don't regret giving up tennis. I never.
that's true.
Because it's such I hated like being out in the sun, running around and not being able to like
Yeah.
see anything because you're squinting. Like I hated that.
the other thing that I did surf lifesaving for years and years, but I stopped it because when you get to 14, it stops. Like there's no more program after you're 14.
Oh really?
No. Like that's the
Oh.
end of it. So I did that. So that's kind of like something I gave up. But then I didn't give it up. It just kind of ended. But if I'm thinking about instruments, I played violin for a year and I gave it up. And I kind of wish I hadn't because my mum strongly recommended I give it up because it was very screechy. Plus I was taking up 2 other instruments. So.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because I
heavy.
really wanted to take up flute, and then my mum like said that I had to do clarinet, so then I had to give up violin. But I gave up clarinet
gosh.
after a year, and it was the best decision because man, I hated clarinet.
Hey.
Didn't like it. At all.
Hey. Clarinet's the best.
I love flute. It's so much better than clarinet.
No, it isn't.
But you gave up clarinet, didn't you?
But that was like when I played at school,
Right
I had
through
lessons,
school.
and I was in band from 7 to 12, like dedicated every week, regardless of what was on. I was always
Did you
there.
have like lessons right through school?
Yep.
Yeah,
And I
that's
started in like year 5 or year 6, and I had like a teacher outside of school because we
Oh,
didn't
so you
have
started clarinet in primary school.
Yeah.
Oh, you have played it for a while.
But then once like high school finished, I didn't really have like by the end of high school, I was kind of only really practicing for band.
Yeah,
And
that's
like
true.
to know all my cues and stuff because I wasn't doing any more exams because I couldn't do it with the pressure of year 11 and 12.
Fair enough.
So it's kind of like when I finished high school, I wasn't part of like an outside orchestra, so there's kind of no point for me to continue playing.
Yeah, so you just kind of
I lost
held off,
momentum.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I kind of wish I'm definitely glad I gave clarinet a miss, but I wish I'd kept up violin because I just think it's so impressive when someone's a really good violin player.
Yeah, that's true. One that I'm torn because I know the reasons I gave it up were like correct, if that makes sense. Like I agree with all my reasons for giving it up. I used to do ballet and I hate like the repetition of it, but I loved like the gracefulness and I really wish I didn't give it up because every time I see ballet dancers or ballerinas or anything ballet related, I'm like, oh, that could have been me.
I dreamed of doing ballet when I was a child. I dreamed of it. So my parents put me in ice skating because it's ballet. That's ballet on ice.
Ballet on ice. That's a nice idea.
Like that's how I ended up in that. But I secretly still want to do ballet.
Yeah. Well,
something about it is just so neat. I love it.
My grandmother was like gonna go pro with it.
That's amazing.
And then my mum did it and she did it for years and years. And that's why like I did it. It's very like a
family
the girls in our family do ballet kind of thing.
But clearly like it's tailoring off more and more each generation.
Well, I finished like doing it when I was 10 or 11. I didn't like the repetition. I was doing that and I was doing character and jazz as well.
Yeah. Busy.
I like the character skirts. So like I never got to point shoes. I never really wore like a proper tutu.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't like that age. But like I did all the different exams. I did a couple of exams for it.
Fun times.
Yeah. And I really liked classical music. So I liked dancing to like Swan Lake and Nutcracker classical music and all that kind of stuff.
That's so
Oh,
cute.
no, and we used to go, when my grandmother was still alive, we used to go to the ballet like every couple of months together at the Opera House.
I go a lot to
we'd
the
all
ballet.
get dressed up and go to the ballet, and at least I love the costumes.
Sam, I did that a lot with my grandma when she was alive too, and also with my mum. And we went to the ballet a few weeks ago and saw the Nutcracker before Christmas, which is always so exciting. That's a tradition we go every year.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I love ballet. And back into things that we love.
Nice love segue. This is a really good song. I'm okay with loving this song.
Yeah, and this song, like we were talking about before, it's not a love song, is it?
They're singing about someone. It's very complimentary.
It's what we call a compliment, part of the complimentary genre.
Sure. Is that even a genre?
No, it is now.
Oh, gosh.
No, but I feel like it's Coldplay, and I feel like with all Coldplay songs, all of them can kind of have like a romantic side to them if you want them to have a romantic side.
Viva La Vida.
But like their earlier music can, like Parachute and all of that. Like Yellow and songs like that. Like if you want them to be romantic, they can be. Yeah, and that was the same with like a lot of the not really with Milo Zaloto, that was like Paradise and songs like that, but with Ghost Stories, their album that came out last year that this track is from, pretty much every song in Ghost Stories has like a romantic vibe, especially if you want it to be romantic, it can be. Yeah,
and especially this one. I like this song.
Well, yeah, I think this song is romantic.
Yeah, so we're going to play Sky Full of Stars by Coldplay. Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover. It is our love special as it's almost Valentine's Day and we're just playing some love songs.
Week, if you listen to the show next week on Friday, it will be Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
How exciting.
This whole repeat thing is excellent, but it keeps throwing me.
Isn't it so great, though? We cover, like, every major date now.
Yeah.
So great.
Go us. But we're going to have a little quick community announcement about an exciting event that's coming up. It's actually like...
And it's actually not related.
It's like a monthly event. It's not very... So we mentioned it the end of last year for the January ones, but there's a couple of February and March dates we want to mention if you missed it last time or you want to go again.
So Warringah Council are offering a free guided walk of Longreef Aquatic Reserve, which is really, really cool. And there's one on February 21st at 2 p.m. And then there's a couple of dates coming up in March and April. They all take place on Sundays. So it's a really good Sunday afternoon, relaxing, finishing the week kind of activity. And DPI Fish Care volunteers will lead a 2-hour walk, so starting at 2 p.m, onto the rock platforms at Longreef Beach where the creatures in the rock pools can be observed and the geology and the bird life of the area can be explained. And what's really great about the activity is it's easy, so like it doesn't require like a great level of fitness or anything like that. And it's suitable for most ages, so you can bring young children along too, and there's information to keep them entertained.
And even better, it's free.
Yeah, free events are always so good. And Longreef is a beautiful place to walk. And I'm sure if you live on the Northern Beaches, you've probably walked around there before. And if you haven't, this is a perfect opportunity because you also have a guide come with you, which is really great.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in finding out more, you can visit the Warringah Council website, warringah.newsouthwales.gov.au, and have a look under their events tab.
Yeah, and if you're not able to come on the 21st, like we said, there's one on the first Sunday of March, and which is March 6th. Oh, maybe that's not the first Sunday of March.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh yeah, I can't count. It would be. And then April 10th, and then there's
You got tricked by the leap year.
yeah, exactly. I was like, when's the day? And then there'll be a couple more after that throughout the year, which is really cool. I don't know.
And they've actually been running since October last year, so they're very popular.
I love learning about like animals and bird life and like rock pools, and it's such a nice like diversity of like
It's
things in
interesting.
the sky and things in the water.
I agree. Like
so interesting.
Being someone that's not greatly into animals, I do like learning about them from an interest perspective. That is true.
That's why like documentaries are great, because you don't have if you don't like looking at animals or being there, you can just like look at them through your TV
documentaries
screen.
make me sad. The animal always dies or gets eaten by another animal.
Not if it's a predator.
It's so depressing. Anyway, we have our final activity of the week. So at the end of last year, we were doing activity of the week, and we thought that we would ease you into the year by doing that for another week before we come up with a final segment to do from next week on. So we're doing activity of the week one last time. And my activity of the week this week is to try a new flavour of tea. So if you like to drink tea like I do, you probably stick to the same ones. And I'm really into herbal teas, and I'm also really into green tea. But there are a couple of really basic, like normal teas that I've never had. Like to this day, I don't think I've ever had chamomile tea.
Oh, really?
No. So I think I need to like sit down and
that the
introduce
sleepy
myself
one?
to more teas. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if I think
And
I've
never had
tasted it, but-
Darjeeling either. So I need to have some more normal teas. That's
if you
my
go
goal.
to T2, you can usually like get a sample,
Yeah, you can sample so many of them.
and they have such interesting teas as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, amazing ones. So head to T2. That's
and you
a very
can
good
make them
idea.
like iced tea as well, because I know it's still pretty hot because it's February. So it doesn't have to be a hot tea, especially their fruit teas taste amazing when it's iced. I have their pumping pomegranate. Oh man, that makes a real good iced tea.
I have one of the T2 tea machines, and it's literally you can boil the water and then you just leave it to get cold, and it's so good.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's awesome. Well, my activity of the week is we've already sort of talked about it. My activity of the week is to go to a local community event.
Good idea.
So, for example, you could go to the Longreef Aquatic Reserve free guided walk. But there's heaps of others. If you look at your local council's website, especially because it's still summer, like there's events going on left, right, and centre. I'm sure there's a fair or markets or a free guided walk or lots of things going on, paid and free events. So get into your community.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening to our love song special. We've loved being here today and loved the love music. Love. I know, right?
I hope I wasn't alone in like rolling my eyes at certain songs.
I was rolling my eyes too, but I love it.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.